What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and today I want to highlight some upcoming shows and films featuring queer lady characters. So sit back, enjoy the video, and if there are any upcoming shows or films I've missed, please let me know in the comments. Silver Haze is a gritty drama about a nurse who falls in love with one of her patients. Frankie is the nurse, a 23-year-old obsessed with getting revenge for a traumatic event that happened to her as a child. And the patient she falls for is Florence, a suicide survivor with an extensive list of mental health issues.
What happened to you? I was in a fire when I was a kid. Why do you keep looking at me funny? You're beautiful.
Now, despite some pretty dark themes, I don't think Silver Haze is quite as dark as it seems, and the trailer very much gives bittersweet slice-of-life vibes. You can catch Silver Haze in limited theaters March 1st, or wait until the 12th and watch it on VOD.
I could hold you in my arms.
Asleep in My Palm is a moody indie drama about a family that lives in a storage unit, steals bikes for a living, and gets entangled with a group of pseudo-Satanists.
What do you do other than worship your dad?
I promise I'll explain everything, but we need to leave here right now.
And then what?
She's growing up, dude. Where are you gonna be then?
Can I come in with you?
Okay, so I might have sensationalized the plot just a bit. Asleep in My Palm is basically a father-daughter movie in the vein of Captain Fantastic or Leave No Trace, two movies about fathers living off the grid with their offspring. In this case, the father is a PTSD-stricken war veteran, and the daughter is 16 and on the edge of both independence and sexual discovery. They also live next to an elite liberal arts college, hence the pseudo-Satanists.
I'm kidding.
On the surface, this definitely seems like a strange little movie, but I love the trailer and I'm intrigued. Asleep in My Palm premieres March 1st in limited theaters and will be available on VOD March 19th.
It's time for me to take it. I'm the boss right now.
Hana Gadsby is back at it again with yet another Netflix comedy special, but this time they brought along some friends.
What about being the only woman that walks into the space in a men's suit that makes those straighties think you're the most interesting person? Like, the women are coming up to you like, I had a sexual experience with a woman once.
Hana's latest special is entitled Gender Agenda, and it will include not one, not two, but 7 other genderqueer comedians. And I think it's awesome that Hana is using their platform to give voice to other hilarious genderqueer folk. Hana Gadsby's Queer Agenda drops March 5th on Netflix.
Early this morning, when you knocked upon my...
So after months and months of talking about this damn movie, the wait is finally over. The twisted, sapphic, grim fairy tale that is Love Lies Bleeding is finally here.
The excitement in the air is palpable. The atmosphere is electric. A celebration of history in the making.
Now, I've already spoken at length about this Kristen Stewart-led lesbian bodybuilding mafia movie, and at this point, there's really nothing else for me to say until I watch it. And rest assured that after I do, I will be breaking it down over on Patreon. Love Lies Bleeding drops in theaters March 8th.
Sitting by the ocean, yeah, where she feels so sad.
One Hand Don't Clap is a 36-year-old documentary that is being re-released in 4K, and it follows 2 legendary calypso singers, Lord Kitchener and his protege Calypso Rose, aka the mother of calypso, aka a fellow gay who came out at the ripe old age of 72. One Hand Don't Clap is really a celebration of soca and calypso music, which, if you don't know, is a style of Caribbean music that originated in Trinidad and Tobago. And our girl, Calypso Rose, is truly a living legend, having composed more than 100 songs and recorded over 20 albums. You can catch One Hand Don't Clap March 8th in limited theaters. You guys, Supergirl is back, except she's traded in her tights for business casual attire. Also, instead of saving the world, she's a political journalist on the presidential campaign trail. So practically the same thing.
For political reporters. Rivals. Vicious competitors. Getting entirely out of control.
The Girls on the Bus is based on a 2018 book called Chasing Hillary, which digs into Hillary Clinton's 2008 presidential campaign as well as her 2016 election loss, as seen through the eyes of a journalist who was there every step of the way. In the show, 4 competing journalists hop on a bus and hit the campaign trail, finding friendship, love, and a scandal that could take down not just the presidency, but our entire democracy. Also, one of the journalists seems to be queer. You can catch season 1 of The Girls on the Bus March 14th on Max.
Hello, it's me.
Tig Notaro is back at it again with yet another comedy special, but she's traded out Netflix for Amazon Prime. Tig's latest special is called Hello Again and was directed by none other than her wife, Stephanie Allen. Also, quick plug for Tig's Netflix documentary called Tig. It is so good. Seriously, watch it if you haven't. Tig Notaro Hello Again drops March 26th on Amazon Prime.
Fucking with the same sex, they say it's a sin, but I'm a dyke and she a fan, Mr. Sin.
Beyond the Aggressives 25 Years Later is a follow-up to The Aggressives, a 2005 documentary partially filmed in the 90s about a group of masculine-presenting women of color living in New York.
Do you worry how this documentary is going to affect your life at all?
No. There's nothing that I have to hide.
Now, I reviewed The Aggressives like a million years ago on Patreon, so if you're interested, it's there somewhere. But in the sequel, we get to catch up with 4 of the original Aggressives and what they've been up to, including gender transitions, starting families, and being held in ICE detention. Personally, I loved the original documentary for its honesty and vulnerability, and hopefully the follow-up will be just as eye-opening and inspiring as its predecessor. You can watch Beyond the Aggressives 25 Years Later, March 30th on Paramount Plus and Showtime.
You walked in, I thought here we go.
Girls 5 Eva is officially back for its 3rd season, and now that it's coming to Netflix from Peacock, I look forward to finally watching it. Grey's Anatomy is returning for its 100th season, but most importantly, everyone's favorite perky gay, Arizona Robbins, is back. And there's even a rumor she might engage in a little sapphic dalliance while she's at Sloan Gray Memorial. And last but not least, we have to pour one out for the 7th and final season of Station 19. Shout out to all my Maya and Karina fans. That is it for the list. As always, I have to give a quick shout out to my big spender patrons, Angel, Citizen Ruth, Mary, Angie, JC, and Lucia.
Hey, big spender!
And you guys already know, if you want more content from me, Patreon is the place to be. In addition to the upcoming Love Lies Bleeding breakdown, I'm currently working on a True Detective Night Country postmortem because I just have to say something. Speaking of saying something, if you're not already following me and the podcast on Instagram, you should, because I'm actually using it right now, but I don't know how long that might last, so get in while you can.
I'm flaky!
Also, in honor of National Women's Month, I wanted to show a little love to some amazing lady graphic designers, so if you head over to Millennial Threads this month, the entire first page of designs were all made by women, and they are so good. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.